Hey there, friends and social media neighbors. Hope all's well. Everything's going well for you today. My name's Gary Glass, and we're reading Napoleon Hill's The 12 Miracles of Life. And we've just gotten started. Last time we read the foreword. Today we're going to read a little note. And it's just going to take a minute, a couple of minutes, and then we're going to dive into the book after that. Well, gee whiz, not quite. Then we've got the preface and I want to say after that, yeah, after that we start diving into the 12 miracles on life. So here we go, a note on the text from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. The uniqueness of Napoleon Hill's Miracles of Life manuscript. So this little article or little essay goes like this. Having given you the background on the significance of Napoleon Hill the person, as well as his prolific publishing history, here's a few insights on the never before published manuscript that you're about to read or have read to you. While this manuscript is known to be written by Napoleon Hill himself and actually had his own handwritten changes penciled into the text, the exact timing and reason for this publication is unknown. We know it was never published. We know it contains material we've never seen before in any of his works. We know from events in the manuscript that it was written sometime between 1949 and 1965, and portions of it suggest it was written late in this period. We know it is incomplete, and given that the original chapters were somewhat jumbled, we did some of our own editing to make this text an enjoyable and memorable reading experience. Hill wrote that it contained chapters devoted to 12 miracles, and it does, but one can tell from reading it that 13 miracles were originally to be discussed, including one quote unquote major miracle. The last chapter appears to be missing, and the chapter titled How to Transmute the Creative Force of Sex reads as if it may have been intended for another book. We have done only very minor editing to the manuscript, finding it interesting to see some of Hill's changes. It is interesting in many other ways. It does not discuss each of the 17 principles of Hill's The Science of Personal Achievement, and that's this one. Fabulous. You know what? I think we'll read this one after we're done with the Miracles books. But what does not discuss each of the 17 principles of Hill's Science of Personal Achievement. It contains chapters devoted to concepts Hill did not include in those principles, such as the mastery of poverty, sorrow as the path to the soul, and wisdom robs death of its sting. In one chapter, Hill offers to sell the reader a phonograph that will teach a foreign language while you sleep. That's pretty interesting because that's what some of the programs suggest today. In another, he lists 54 causes of failure. He has some very unkind things to say about his father, but then says his father changed his ways for the better due to the intervention of his second wife, which was the Napoleon Hill stepmother that we read about the other day. We at the Napoleon Hill Foundation are still finding unpublished material by Napoleon Hill in our archives. He was a prolific writer. Maybe we will find more clues to when and why this manuscript was written and whether there is a missing chapter. If so, we will publish those as later editions of this manuscript. Meanwhile, it is our intention to bring these timeless thoughts and insights of this inspirational thinker to you, the reader, as close as possible to their original form. We hope you will find the reading experience to be enjoyable and, most important, life-changing. All righty, that was just a little note that I wanted to share, and we'll dive in a little bit more tomorrow. We'll read the preface tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, 11 pages. You know what? We'll probably break that up into 2 sessions. So we'll do the preface tomorrow where he talks about a visit through the Valley of Life's miracles, which sounds pretty cool. So, all right, everybody, have a fabulous day. Wish you well. I wish that you write your goal down, understand what your goal down is, make a plan for it, and get into action on it. It'll change your life. So all the best, everybody. Have a great day. God bless. Bye bye.